A New York music teacher is out of a job after he says he was fired for marrying his husband. Matthew LaBanca taught music at St. Joseph's Catholic Academy and was music director at Corpus Christi Church, both jobs under the umbrella of the Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn. LaBanca, an openly gay man, has been in a committed relationship since 2013.
Ultimately, this decision to fire me was made by Bishop DiMarzio. I was offered a severance package with a gag order that was almost 10 pages long. 10 pages, which is a lot of ways to say, shut up, don't talk about this. Obviously, I have not signed it because I realized that no price could be placed on my personal integrity, on my voice. So I'm stripped of both of my jobs, all of my employment, my health insurance, and most importantly, stripped of the communities, the daily community life that has meant so much to me.
So I grew up traveling around America, moved every 2 weeks of my life. My dad was a traveling pastor, and he was a revivalist, and we went to mainly Southern Baptist churches, but they said we were non-denominational. We'd go to any church that would let us come to their church. So I had a very unusual upbringing with my 5 siblings. We were very much like the Von Trapp family singers. We sang on stage and did all of that. And so I was very involved in music my entire life. That was what I wanted to do. And like 16, I heard Les Mis and Phantom of the Opera, and it changed my world. And I was like, I want to be an actor and sing. And like, that was it. And my parents were like, oh, well, maybe you can praise Jesus and be a music director, So that was kind of like where they geared me towards. But anyway, so I ended up going into theater and becoming an actor. And I got involved with Hillsong. Anyway, so as time went on, I ended up getting cast on a reality show called Survivor on CBS. And I was cast with my boyfriend, and we were going on together. And so, and I was currently singing at church. And I went to the pastor, and I was like, hey, I just want to, at this time, almost everyone knew I was gay. At this point, almost like everyone at that point, I was very open and whatever, and no one did anything, no one said anything. It was just like, okay, whatever. And I went and told him, I was like, hey, I'm going to be on this reality show. And I was like, I'd love to be honest. If they ask me about what I do and stuff, I'm going to be like, I'm a Christian, and I sing at Hillsong, and I lead music and whatever. And he was like, yeah, no, that would be fine. And I don't think in his head he didn't think of any of the ramifications of what that might mean. Anyway, so I went on the show, and it started airing, and they actually aired me having a conversation about being a Christian and being gay and being a music person. And it suddenly became a very big deal. And the head guy of their church, who's in Australia, put out a press release saying, no, there's no gay music person at Hillsong. That's not real. From there, it just everything just kind of went really downhill. They took me off of platform. I wasn't allowed to sing on stage anymore. So yeah, I'm the kind of a little bit side. I'm the Protestant side of all of this. And so just saying Israel, the new breed.
Israel?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a big deal.
I was telling Matt, just the fact that he is interested in this
he's excited
and wants to do this is huge for Christendom, for the world. I was shocked when he said the name, because I was like, are you kidding? For them to come out in this way to say that they're an ally is going to be huge.
Good.
It's going to change a lot of minds. It's going to change a lot of hearts.
I've grown up since I was a baby in that church for many, many years. And at this point, I don't go there anymore. So it's a whole thing. But I had come up with the rainbow mask idea while I was in church. Just kind of thinking about some way to protest without protesting, because, you don't want to get into any kind of trouble with this. But obviously I wanted to find a way to show that everyone loved Matt, everyone supported Matt, that he was such an integral part of the community of that church.
My burned image of the day is all of the elderly women that came in walkers and canes with their rainbow masks. And I said, you know, the church is never going to win over the love of mothers. Like, if that's the battle, they're going down. Because so many of those elderly women had been raised in the old church style, right? Homosexuality is wrong, it's deviant, it's this, it's that, and then they get to see the inside of the church came out in the last 20, 30 years, what was really going down, the hypocrisy of it, and the abuse of it, the misogyny of it, all of it. Like, these women have fought these battles before, you know? And how many of them have gay children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews? And you're gonna tell these grannies that there's something wrong with their kids and no. So.
And how many of them realize, and I heard this from a lot of parishioners and families, that to be a Catholic is to hold to the tenet of loving one another.
Right.
Love one another as I have loved you. Gay people don't choose to be gay. Just the way that straight people don't choose to be straight. It's how you are if you believe in God. It's how you are by God's design, and it deserves to go hand in hand with the rest of God's design for you. That we're put here on this earth to create and to thrive and to make manifest all the wonderful things that God has in store for us, and that includes the joy of loving and being loved.